friend, we're doing something a little bit different today, which is I thought we'd sit down and chat through my January and March favorites, which feels very official. I've been threatening to do this for a while. Are we gonna get a Norm visit? Hi, cutie. Come say hi. If you didn't already know, this is Norm. He used to be in my workout videos a lot more when I was recording from home. Oh, big stretch. Anyways, I've been threatening to take favorites videos to YouTube for a while, but I was like, oh, I have to wait until I have perfect natural lighting and I've washed my hair and my makeup looks amazing, and that's not how anything gets done. So I thought we'd just sit down and chat. Where should we start? I've been talking about this so much lately. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Gel Tint. It is brand new. I've talked to the Milk team. It took them like 3 years to develop this. It is a long wearing light skin tint. I have very oily skin. I have olive toned skin. This isn't available in like 15 or 18 shades, and I'm in shade 2, which I think speaks pretty well to the shade range. Let me show you. I think the thing I'm still learning is like how much I actually need to use. I keep kind of over applying it and having to take some away with a tissue, but it just blends in so beautifully. It like melts into your skin. Look at that. I don't know how to do this. And it stays. It actually stays. And I like something light. I don't like something that really feels like foundation. But I'm also oily and I sweat a lot, and I need something that's gonna stay and it look decent, or at least just like not melt off my face. This is that. This is like, it's unreasonably good. I tried it one day. I was gonna start a series on TikTok where I sweat tested different like skin tints and lighter base products. I tried this on the first day and I was like, well, series over. I can put this on, powder over it, like really set it down, and it lasts all day, all day, all day, all day. Or the next day I wore it to a dance class, no powder, just like slapped it on with my fingers. I wear my mask in dance class, got super sweaty, and this still lasted. It's so good. It doesn't oxidize. What else do you need to know? It's like a light to medium coverage. I think you can build it up to more medium. It's not any, if you want more coverage, you probably won't like it as much, but if you just want something to make you look a little more done, a little brighter, your skin tone's more even, as a nice base for other products, and you just don't want something that feels heavy, I love this stuff so much. It's so good. And I love a squeezy tube. Anyways, if I had to like pick one thing from all of these things, she's the one. Let's go. I don't know. Do you like categories? Do you like makeup, skincare, hair, clothing, tactile things, then like fun miscellaneous stuff? Or should I kind of do a little bit of each? I'm the person, like if you set a plate in front of me, I'm taking one bite of everything rhythmically until there's like one perfect last bite of everything. Whereas like my fiance, like he's finishing all of his fries before he starts on his sandwich. What do you prefer? I think let's mix it up. If you hate it, you'll let me know. Speaking of my fiance, I mentioned I wanted these once. I mentioned I was kind of thinking about getting them. We said no presents this year, and yet these showed up under our Christmas tree. I just kind of mentioned on a whim, like maybe I'll get some Ugg boots. I need like a comfy throm pair of shoes. My best friend and her husband live only a couple blocks away from us, and we're always like trucking it over there. And I wear a lot of sneakers. Obviously I work in fitness, but I don't, this is so lazy. I don't want to like lace up my shoes all the time, or if I'm like running downstairs to take the garbage out, or I'm just going on a quick walk, like I don't want to just lace up my shoes. I want my feet to be cozy. These are perfect for a dance class. Anyways, I hadn't fully thought through the purchase for myself. I would have sat on my hands about it for 6 months, another year, until next winter. And I wear them like almost every day. I love these so much, and I've decided I'm not going to be precious about them. They're going to get wet, they're going to get dirty. Maybe I'll get a suede brush or something, take care of them a little better. But they're just so cozy and warm, and they make me feel very loved every time I wear them because they were a gift from him. Last time I had a pair of Uggs, I was in high school, and they were knockoff Uggs. My mother wouldn't buy me the real thing, which is fair. They're very expensive for what they are. And I would wear them back and forth to ballet every day. So like coming out of ballet class and putting on my little Uggies feels so, it's such a sense memory for me. Really don't know where I'm gonna store them for the summer, but already excited to wear these again next year when it gets cold. Speaking of winter, I'm trying desperately hard to transition my body, hair, face, everything out of winter as gently as possible. I hate the feeling of body lotion. I hate it. I have not lotioned my body fully, consistently for a long time. There are like 3 body lotions I've used total that I like. I just really hate being sticky. But right now, for like the next month, I'm oiling my hair. I'm putting on extra hydration products on my face, on my lips, on my hands. I'm dry brushing my body. I'm exfoliating in the shower, and I'm lotioning. And these are both very luxe products, but I think worth it if you are into that. This is the one I found first. This one is a little thicker, more fragranced. I love the scent. It's like fresh, woodsy, a little bit marine. It's, let's see, I think it says somewhere on here. Okay. Ischia Sunset. Ischia. Top note is cedar leaf. Heart note is juniper. Base is smoked sandalwood. It's the sandalwood. I love everything sandalwood. If I smell something and I'm like, that smells amazing, it's always sandalwood or like orange blossom. Anyways, this is really nice. I like a pump. That is probably, it's pump first, then squeezy tube, I'd say. Although squeezy tube is easier to get stuff out, pump things get stuck. This is really good. It's in like a recyclable tin can. It is expensive. This was gifted to me, by the way. It smells so good, and it's the lightest green color. It's like a really nice experience to put it on. I only need a couple pumps for my whole body. It absorbs really fast. It feels really, really lovely and luxe. I haven't tried any of their other products, but this even would just be a really nice gift for somebody. If you don't like fragrance, this one is newer, but I'm loving it so far. This is the Summer Skin Hydrating Body Serum Plus Lotion from ABMA. That's my best guess. It is fragrance free. It is not scent free, which surprised me. I didn't think that those are different things. It's got a light scent, not super noticeable. This is very thin. Let me show you. I keep forgetting to show you. Let me know if there's stuff you want to know in like a favorites video. It's thin and slimy, and it rubs in really fast. I'm a night shower. Norm is playing with his plastic balls. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm a night shower, so I put on my body lotion at night, and this will last me through the whole next day until I shower again. There are a lot of intense claims about this product, what it does for texture, what it does for tone. I can't say honestly that I've noticed a drastic improvement with that, but again, I've been using it for 2 weeks. I think if you have texture issues with body lotion, you would really enjoy this. And also, it's a female-founded, Palestinian-owned brand, so you'll feel good supporting. Let's attack this stack. I gotta go faster. I'm gonna keep you here all night. Tangle teasers. Oh, I just used this to brush my hair. I'm sorry if you're squeamish. I got these at a brand event. I was not a believer that a certain type of brush would make you feel a certain type of way. These are really good. Specifically, this guy. This is the ultimate styler. I use this for smoothing back a slick back sometimes. If I was buying these myself, I would probably only have this one. This is a detangler. It's very dirty. I need to sanitize this, but it is like entirely plastic, so I do feel like this is more sanitary than a boar bristle brush or something, a mixed texture bristle brush. Since I started styling my hair wavy, curly, my natural texture, whatever you want to call it, I've been getting such bad knots for the first time in my life. My hair doesn't tangle like that. And something about like coats and scarves and then curly hair like at the back of my neck. I've been getting these big like matted clumps, extremely unpleasant. This like sails through them like butter. Like butter. Would definitely repurchase. Don't think I'll ever need to because I think this is gonna last and last. It's really gentle on the hair, doesn't rip. And I know they have different types for different hair types and textures. So they probably have one for you. Sorry, I just like my little beanies. This guy is the same as this guy. They're the $5 ones from Target from Wild Fable. I just really rely heavily on a beanie during the winter. It's a very low commitment way to add like a little pop of color and fun. I bought these a couple years ago before I was like very fully into learning my colors. So this magenta one definitely suits me more than this minty green one, but my fiance affectionately refers to this one as toothpaste. Every time I come out wearing this, he's like, toothpaste! So I am fond of it. This is the time of year when I like to start to make a list for my fall winter wardrobe next year. That sounds way more serious than it is. I mean, just like, this is a good time to take stock of, okay, what did I actually wear over the past few months? What did I get wear out of? What did I reach for and then it wasn't there? Or what I have isn't exactly right. And the only 2 things that I need going into next year, and I use need very loosely, is I could use another pair of boots. I have like a pair of burgundy snakeskin boots that are a pretty decent heel but comfortable to walk in. They're tight around the calf, they're about knee high, they're easy to wear under jeans, less formal, or they're easy to wear with like a mini skirt and tights and look a little more done up. And they're just falling apart. I've had them for 5 years now and they're just like crumbling. It's nothing a cobbler can fix. So I'm on the hunt for a replacement of those. I feel like spring is a good time to shop for boots because they're going to be on sale. They're going to be on clearance. If they're secondhand, people are clearing out their wardrobes. So I'm on the hunt for that. And I'm on the hunt for a bright blue beanie because I have a couple that are past their prime or just need to be passed on. And I feel like a bright blue one would really suit my winter palette. So I hunted down, there was one on Aritzia that I liked, and then I'm trying to shop online less. I'm trying to go to stores and like touch things and feel things and see if they actually suit me, try things on, feel how they feel on my body, right? I don't want to get stuck in the online shopping and returns cycle, and it's not eco-friendly, and I get sucked into that because I'm like, well, it's not convenient. Like, it's so much more convenient to shop online. I don't have to like take a couple hours to go shopping, which feels frivolous and like sometimes fruitless and kind of selfish, right? I can make better use of that time. But the online shopping, if it's like eating into my time anyway, and it's leading me to make more impulsive or less considered shopping decisions, it's not really a trade-off I'm willing to make. And maybe it would be fun to go walk around a store and get inspired. You know, that's how I'm feeling. So anyways, bright blue beanie, like royal blue, electric blue, like kind of this color, honestly. I feel like that would be good. And I was coming back from the PO box the other day, and there's a person walking next to me who was wearing a beanie the exact right color. And I was like, I kind of like sidled up in a way to indicate that I wasn't a threat because she was wearing headphones. And I was like, hi, this is creepy, but can I ask where you got your beanie? Like, I've been looking for one that exact color everywhere. And she said Old Navy, which I didn't think to look for a knit hat at Old Navy, which is silly because my favorite ones are these $5 Target ones, but it looked just perfect. And I actually went to Old Navy a couple days later and I couldn't find it. So I might try online. We'll see. I'll let you know. This is not that interesting, but if you see me in a blue beanie next year, you'll know where that came from. Thermal leggings. I have 2 pair, which is excessive, but I get so much wear out of these. Love Athleta, high quality stuff. I've had these for 7 years. 7 years, maybe like 6.5. Thermal leggings. If you wear leggings, or if you like, I don't know, walk a dog early in the morning, I know like my wardrobe is not typical because I wear spandex every day of my life, but thermal leggings really game changing. Just wonderful for getting through a New York City winter. And last year, or maybe the year before, I think maybe 2 winters ago, I treated myself to this purple pair because I was wearing these into the ground, could not wash them fast enough to keep up with how much I wanted to wear them. I was like, let me try a second pair. These are a boot cut, which they happen to work really well over the Uggs. And they're this lovely eggplant color, which is really suitable for me. And I got just as much wear out of them because purple is becoming basically a neutral for me, which, you know, these aren't cheap. But I think my system of waiting until the end of the winter and seeing what you actually wear and making purchasing decisions based on that, the practicality of that, and not just like what Pinterest thought I might wear for the winter, has really served me well. So have I revealed that I'm wearing pajama pants? Oops. Last in this clothing stack, I was gifted this incredible, luxurious, gorgeous pair of 100% mulberry silk PJs. These are from Clementine Sleepwear, by the way. I saw the price tag on these and just about choked. Would love to be able to treat myself to a pair of expensive pajamas. I don't think that that is something I would prioritize spending on right now. But now that I know, now that I've slept in silk pajamas, if you are getting on your sleep hygiene game, there is nothing more comfortable, for me at least. I know that's super personal. I have worn these every single day since I've gotten them, except for the day they were air drying because I washed them. I sleep so well. I don't get hot. I don't get like itchy, or they don't like fold around me. It feels like next to nothing, like you're sleeping on an angel cloud. Now I'm so spoiled because I want like only to wear silk to sleep at night. How princess is that? So if you are, you know, if you're a clearance person, if you're a sample sale treasure hunter, I would recommend trying out 100% silk, something to sleep in of your preference, because I wasn't a believer. I didn't think it would make a difference, and it did. And now you need to tell me how I'm supposed to get the crinkles out of the sleep shorts, because it doesn't bother me that much. I'm just sleeping in them, but I also kind of refuse to steam pajamas, you know? But they'd look a little better if they weren't so wrinkly crinkly. Anyways, I love these so much. I'm so grateful. Holy crap. Okay, what haven't we done? Pepperidge Farm Cinnamon Swirl Raisin Bread, a relic of my childhood. So good with just butter. So good for a PB&J. I was in a Trader Joe's phase for a long time, so like brand specific things were sort of out of reach for me, right? Now I'm making more of an effort to shop at my like local, hyper local grocery stores. I live in New York, so I have those options. It's awesome. This is really good. It's really tasty. It's really quite a treat. But the important moral of the story here is that this is the exact bread that my mom would buy sometimes when I was little, and making myself toast on this bread, or French toast, or again, a little sandwich. I know I talk about this all the time, but it never fails to astound me how powerful the memories that food holds are. Food is not just fuel. Food is not just its nutrients and numbers and components. Food is connection and intimacy and culture. This is not my culture, but you know what I mean. I think this is like my third loaf in this toast phase. I'll go through a very extreme toast phase, and then I'll go through a dry spell. It just brought me a lot of joy. Let's see if I can do this with minimal crinkles. These are TREATS from Smalls for cats. They're little freeze-dried turkey treats. Army actually hasn't tried the turkey ones yet, but he's been loving the chicken ones, which I cannot show you because he ripped the bag to shreds. They're very light. They're perfect for playing fetch. I don't know too much about animal nutrition, so I don't really want to evaluate the claims. I just know that these are fun for him. He loves them, and honestly, they don't smell that bad. I have not tried one yet. Maybe I would. I'm sure I'd be fine. But they kind of smell like peanut butter, so less offensive than the super fishy ones. These are a big hit in our house. Oh no, I've got his attention. You like your Smalls? You love your Smalls, don't you? I'll give you some later, okay? We're still working through the chicken ones because she's very small and he's only allowed to have 5 at a time. That's not true. He's actually a really big cat. Good boy. Good boy. Treats for me. These Owen Elite protein shakes. Owen? I'm still not sure. I've been drinking their stuff for years. I think they're all vegan. I'm not 100% sure on that, but all of the ones that I've tried are vegan because I fell in love with them when I was vegan. 32 grams of protein. Come on. These are new-ish. I will be ordering a case of these again. So good when I'm running out the door in the morning. So good when I'm pushing lunch a little bit late and I just need something to keep at the office to like keep me full. The big disclaimer here is that I like them. I like the taste. I think they taste good. I had my friend Juliet try a sip of one of these and she was like, bah! So I can't really tell what you're gonna think. I like them, but maybe buy one. Don't buy a whole case. I've been in a season where I'm really leaning on packaged and processed foods just to make sure that I eat. My body needs food to function. Fed is best, no matter what that looks like. So I'm very grateful to my friend Owen for keeping me going during these past few months. And I actually need to order these. And you can order them off of the site directly, so you don't have to order through Amazon, which I love. This beautiful hair oil from Bread. First of all, it smells like, oh my God. It smells like the kids' Bath and Body Works blueberry scent from the early 2000s. So nostalgic for me, so evocative, which was a fun little surprise hiding behind this very like editorial. And Norm, don't show your hole to the camera. I'm so sorry. That scent felt very unexpected coming out of this very editorial and adult looking bottle. My complaint is that it's a little hard to dispense because you kind of have to just dump it into your hand and then your hands are covered in oil and it is a heavy glass bottle, so that kind of feels like an accident waiting to happen. But as I mentioned, my coming out of winter revitalizing moisturization, I'm halfway through another hair oil right now, and I really don't like to have 2 of the same type of product opened at once. I really like to work my way through things slowly, especially when I'm like kind of reviewing things online. But I don't have a hair mask going right now and I desperately needed one, and this one said you can use it as a hair mask. It was just chilling on my shelf waiting to be broken into, so I have been using it that way, not really as a finishing oil. I haven't tried that yet because I'm trying to get through the other one. But on a wash day, getting like 10 drops of this in my hand, working it all the way through my hair, pulling my hair back into a bun and a scrunchie, letting it sit for at least a couple hours. And I feel like it's really been helping. I need a little trim, but I feel like my hair looks pretty good and not dry right now. And my ends tend to get very dry. I'm a greasy scalp, dry ends kind of situation. This is a black-owned brand at Sephora too, which again, as I'm figuring out my wavy, curly, natural, whatever you want to call it, hair, all of my best tips, tricks, product recommendations, techniques have come from Black women. So I feel like the least I can do is buy from Black-owned brands, you know? Speaking of Sephora, I went there in search of, well, a couple things because I had to restock a couple things, but I went on the hunt. The only thing that was not a repurchase is that I needed a pencil sharpener, and I asked 3 different employees, which I felt kind of bad about because it was like I wasn't taking, you know, I'd ask one and then I'd get her opinion, and then I was like, well, let me corroborate this. Not a little bit rude, you know, a little bit rude, but they all said the Sephora sharpener was the best, and that's why I like didn't trust it because I was like, I'm willing to, you know, drop a little more money for a sharpener that actually works. My last sharpener ate like a third of a lip liner. And I wouldn't like that to happen again. They all said the Sephora sharpener was best. It can do 3 different sizes, 1, 2, and then I think this thing pops out. Haven't tried that yet. Probably shouldn't stick my fingers in there. It's got like a little lid that pops off. This thing glides like butter. Here, let me do the classic close-up. My pencils have never been sharpener. They just like, perfect, right into it. I'm so pleased with this. It does what it's supposed to do, which feels rare these days. Sorry, boomer moment. And it was like $6. So if you're in the market for a new sharpener, if yours isn't up to snuff, I do think you'd be pleased with this one. This is my favorite book I've read the past couple months, The Mothers by Britt Bennett. I'm trying to get back into the habit of reading before bed by allowing myself to dip back into novels, which like, duh. But sometimes I'll line up too much nonfiction back to back to back, and then I just get myself stuck in a reading rut because I can only take in so much sad stuff in one day. Which, that being said, this is a pretty like deep, sad, touching novel. You will fall in love with the characters instantly. It's a very smooth, digestible, like borderline fun read. Again, my barometer of this is skewed, but it follows 2 young Black women who grow up together. Kind of reminds me of like, this is like a I keep wanting to say fun, and it's not like a fun, yay, rah-rah book, but it's just like something more approachable and enjoyable and less traumatic than Sula by Toni Morrison. They're only similar in structure, following 2 girls who grow up closely together and sort of base their identities off of the places where they clash and the places where they come together. The prose is really beautiful. The emotional moments really hit hard. Again, like the character development is so compelling. Just really couldn't put it down. And now I'm really, really eager to read The Vanishing Half, which is her other novel. And I gotta say, I think season 3 of The Traitors has been a little bit disappointing. You know, I ride hard for The Traitors. I was very excited for the cast. Very excited to see Queen Danielle Reyes in action live. Very excited for Carolyn, who I adore. Very excited to have Gabby Windey on my television screen, always. I feel like the mix of The Traitors not gelling and doing some less than optimal gameplay and a lot of the big characters getting voted out early. It's not been my favorite season, although I'm so sorry. I have enjoyed the Tom Sandoval redemption arc. He got the Dodo edit to end all Dodo edits, and I ate up every little bit of it. Yum, 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 yum. Actually, maybe I have enjoyed this season more than I'm letting on. Anyways, the shock for me has been how much I have enjoyed Dundee. Deal or No Deal Island, an absolutely ridiculous premise for a show. An all-star cast of newbies who are absolutely wacky personalities. I don't know where they found these people. And then Parvati Shallow, who I would watch eat a bowl of rice grain by grain in silence. So for my smooth brain time, I have really, really been enjoying Dondi, which I can't believe I'm admitting on the internet. But you might like it too. Also, it's hosted by Joe Manganiello, and at the end of every episode, they do like a quest, they do like a challenge, and then the person who gets the briefcase with the most money from the challenge, normally they're like running around trying to get these different briefcases. The person whose briefcase contains the greatest value gets to choose from the people who are not safe, who have the lowest values, which one of them is going to face the banker. Now, all the people with the lowest values are not safe, so it actually makes you safer to be the one who faces the banker, because you are going to face the banker in a game of Deal or No Deal. Classic. Now, everyone who you are competing against is cheering you on. So there's a lot of psychological manipulation at play, because unlike any other game of Deal or No Deal, you actually want to get a low case for your first pick because your safety in the game depends on whether you make a good deal with the banker or not. The amount of money you accept as your deal is the amount of money that goes into the final prize pot. So your friends on the bench are encouraging you to take the largest lump sum possible. But if you have more money in your case than you are accepting from the banker, you have made a bad deal and you're going home. If you had a penny in your case and you accepted even $100 from the banker, you've made a good deal, and then you get to pick who you want to go home. So it's a position of extreme power. A really interesting topsy-turvy twist to the normal mental games of Deal or No Deal. Just fascinating. Last one, this is from Future Society, which is a perfume brand. It makes perfumes based on rare and extinct flowers and botanicals. I feel like I'm botching that explanation. Hold on. I always keep these little educational cards when they send them in PR because I feel like that's my trade-off for getting to receive PR, which is such a treat and something I'm so grateful for, but I only get that because of you. You guys always have questions, so I always keep the things so I can like actually let you know what's up. So Future Society uses DNA sequencing to capture the sense of extinct flowers. How freaking cool is that? I've tried a few of their more woodsy scents and I liked them well enough, but this one is ridiculously good. I want to smell it right now. It like makes my mouth water. To me, it smells like mango, almost would be the closest analog. It's like beachy but bright. It makes my mouth water. It smells like a reddish orange. Like it smells like what this color should smell like to me. It's sweet but not sugary. It's like tart but not like, it doesn't smell like a cleaning product. It's like complex. I don't know, you have to go sniff this. I'm just gonna read you the scent notes. I don't know that that'll help, but if you're a perfume freak, maybe you can put the puzzle together better than I can describe it. It's crafted from the DNA of the Hibiscadelphus wilderianus. That's my best guess. It's a vibrant red flower that once grew on Hawaii's Mount Haleakala. I've actually been to Mount Haleakala, so that's kind of cool. Top notes are bergamot, red currant, and pink pepper. The mid notes are Turkish rose, lychee, pistachio, and magnolia. And the base is vetiver? That's one of the ones I always guess with. Ambroxan and pink sugar. It's so yummy. Can I say that again? My one complaint about the Future Society scents, hold on again. I feel like they don't have a ton of staying power. They're strong when you first spray them, but then I feel like they fade after a couple hours on me. And I mentioned that because they asked me how I was liking them. And they sent me this fragrance enhancing primer. It's called Optimal Habitat. You spray it on where you're going to apply your perfume, you let it sit, and then you spray the perfume on top of that. I've only tested it a couple times so far because usually I'm spraying perfume as I run out the door and I want to like give this its due. I feel like it works. I'm not totally certain. I would love to use this with some of my other perfumes. My like signature perfect perfume scent that I wear all the time also doesn't have the best staying power in the world. So this could really be a game changer, but I love the packaging. It's this beautiful, rounded, very modern glass bottle with a nice stone cap. But this scent, if you're in the mood for something different and like maybe a little summery even, I love this. Okay, how'd we do? Was that fun? It was fun for me. If you made it all the way to the end, drop a comment and let me know what your favorite of the past couple months has been. Bonus points if it's new. Bonus points if it's something ephemeral that you can't buy. Let me know if you like these kind of videos. I know it's different than fitness content. There's not going to be less fitness content. There might just also be some of this, so we get a chance to hang out and chat. Next video I have planned is a big, giant, everything I've used up this winter empties haul. So let me know that if you want that in like one 6-hour long video or like broken up in hair, skin, makeup, body. I don't know. I kind of think a super long one could be fun, but let me know if you're into that.